A blessed day to you, all my sports to the bone people. Here we go again. Back at it, back at it, back at it. I tell you, my viewers and subscribers, St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots. Boy, I'm sorry for them. Finally, their captain, Andre Fletcher, he was able to really and truly put on a good show for his supporters. Leading his team to 193 for 4. Unfortunately for Andre Fletcher, his bowlers ran straight into Nicholas Pooran, who was even more impressive. So we're going to give you a quick recap of that game. Plus we're going to talk a little bit about an ODI game that was played, I think on Saturday, England versus Australia. It's a 3-match series. In Australia, they are currently leading 2-0. The third and final ODI will be played tomorrow. Now, I'm looking at this because, we are set to take on England in a couple of ODIs and some T20s, in the latter part of October going into November. So, just going to talk a little bit about what they are doing. Let's give a listening here until the end and let me know what you all think in the comment section. Alright, so let us start with this CPL game first. Now, the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots batting first. They scored 193 for 4. 193 for 4 off their allotted 20 overs. Now, Kyle Mayers and Andre Fletcher, they clicked. Finally, both of them were able to get a good amount of runs in the same game. Unfortunately for them though, Nicholas Pooran had other ideas. He made sure that TKR won the game. So 193 for 4. Evan Lewis, he failed again. He made 2. Andre Fletcher, he made 93 of 61. 4 fours and 6 sixes. Strike rate of 152.46. So good to see Andre Fletcher batting beyond the power play and keeping his strike rate over 150. Kyle Mayers, he played some very, very good shots. We know when Kyle Mayers, when he's playing shots, he's playing shots. Especially those shots through the covers. He got 60 from 30, 8 fours and 3 sixes. He was going at a strike rate of 200. Riley Russo, he came, played a little cameo before he was removed by Jaden Seals. He made 20 from 11. Louis was left not out on 10, having faced 14 deliveries. So that's basically how it went there, 193 for 4. Now, in terms of the bowling for TKR, Akil Hussein, he bowled 4 overs for 36 runs, picked up 1 wicket. Andre Russell's 2 overs cost him 17 runs. Jaden Seals bowled 2 overs for 18 runs and picked up 1 wicket. Dwayne Bravo was a bit expensive last night, bowling 4 overs for 42 runs. Sal Michael, he was also expensive, 4 overs, 46 runs. And Chris Garden, he bowled 4 overs, 29 runs and picked up 2 wickets. So, that's basically how the batting went for St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots and the bowling for TKR. Now, when it was time for TKR to reply, Jace Roy and Casey Carty opened the innings. They got the score up to 43 for 1 before Casey Carty was removed. So the mere fact that Jace Roy maximized in the power play got them off to a good start. Watching the game, I was saying to myself, Jaja, this is probably not going to end too well for St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots, So Jace Roy made 64, Carty made 13. Jason Roy 64 came off 34 deliveries, 6 fours and 4 sixes, strike rate of 188.24. Now, Nicholas Pooran, the man of the match, he carried his bat. He made 193. Nicholas Pooran made 93 of 43. 6 fours and 7 sixes. Yes, 93 of 43, 6 fours and 7 sixes, strike rate of 216.28. So we got an opportunity to see Nicholas Pooran in full flow. So even though he made the same amount as Captain Andre Fletcher, Pooran's own was more impressive, if you will. he got it only at 43 deliveries, so that was good. Tim David made 9 from 13. Pollard was only needed to face 7 deliveries. He faced 7 deliveries and scored 10 runs. So they ended up winning the game by 7 wickets. So they got 197 for 3 in 18.3 overs. So winning the game by 7 wickets, 9 balls to spare. Winning a T20 game with 9 balls to spare, that's a big win. You understand? These days I can understand. These days I can get close to 30 off of them 9 balls in the back end, So good there. In terms of the bowling for the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots, Ashmead Ned bowled 2 overs for 17 runs. Yes, 2 overs, 17 runs. Kyle Mears 3 overs, 26 runs, 1 wicket. Nakia 4 overs, 47 runs, 1 wicket. Shamsi 4 overs, 30 runs, 1 wicket. Clarkson 1.3 overs, 28 runs. And Jeremiah Louis getting an opportunity last night. He was also taken to the cleaners. 4 overs, 47 runs, going at 11.75. So, unfortunately for this bowling lineup, Pooran was feeling it. And, his 93 from 43 gave him the man of the match. So, TKR there, my people, winning another game. Playoffs looking good there. And unfortunately for the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots, you understand, that is where it pop. In Jamaica we always say anyway maga they say pop. That is where it pop for St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots. Alright, let's just finish up with a little overseas cricket here. So Australia, they won their 3-match series against England. Well, I mean, one more game is still left to be played. They're gonna have that game tomorrow. But they are leading the series so far 2-0. So series wrapped up. So Australia versus England, the second T20 play, second ODI, the ODI games. The second ODI played yesterday on Saturday. Australia winning that game there by 68 runs. So Australia batted first in that game, scoring 270, and they were able to bowl England out for 202. So in that 270 for Australia, a couple of guys got some runs, opening Matthew Short and Travis Head. Both of them scored 29. Travis Head, a man who is on a mission of late, you understand? But the bulk of the batting came from Mitchell Marsh. He made 60 from 59. We also saw Alex Carey getting 74 from 67. So those were the guys that led the way there. Now, bowling for England, we know Matthew Potts, he's back. He's doing his thing. 7 overs, he picked up 2 wickets. We also saw Braden getting 3 for 75. Adil Rashid 2 for 33. So those were the guys that led the way there for England with the ball. And as I mentioned earlier, Carey and Mitch and Marsh leading the way with the bat for Australia. Now, when it was time for England to chase the last wickets at regular interval, losing the game there, getting bowled out for 202. So the only man that showed some resistance there, for England, let me see, for England, you understand, we had Jamie Smith who got 49. So good to see Jamie Smith going right across format. He made his debut against the West Indies recently in tests, you understand, doing well in tests, in ODIs, and you can imagine, based on his style of play, he will probably do well in T20s also. Ben Duckett, who opened, he got 32. And we also saw Jacob Bethel getting 25 and Adil Rashid getting 27. So 202 is all they mustered. Bowling for Australia, we saw Mitchell Stark getting 3 for 50 from 9.2 overs, and we saw Josh Hazelwood and Aaron Hardy both getting 2 wickets along with Glenn Maxwell. So very good victory there for the Aussies, and they are looking to see if they can sweep this series tomorrow when they play the 3rd and final ODI. Gonna leave it right there, so for now, big up on yourself, and we talk later on. Bless.